There are crystals that are huge, so big you can actually walk across them.
John Allen Chow, 27 years old, was reportedly killed by the tribes of Sentinelese community.
There's a tree that is so dangerous that even standing beneath its branches can be fatal.
No matter how much you love traveling, there are some places in the world you should never go. From landscapes that look peaceful to dangerous places just below the surface, get ready to be shocked by the chilling stories in each book. Island of Sentinel. The Sentinel people who live on North Sentinel Island in the Andaman Archipelago are one of the last tribes that hasn't been contacted by humans. They choose to stay away from people because they want to live a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. While this isolation has helped to keep their unique culture alive, it also makes any contact potentially dangerous. The Sentinels strongly oppose outsiders and often reply with hostility. Trying to make contact with them puts both the tribe and the outsiders at risk, because the Sentinel are not immune to common diseases. To protect their health and cultural independence, the Indian government has a strict no-touch policy. Going too close is not only dangerous, it goes against their wants and puts their lives in danger. They are lively people who like to be alone.
They are a very lively people who prefer to live in isolation.
The Bermuda Triangle. The Devil's Triangle is a vaguely defined area in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. It is shaped like a triangle, with points in Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. The idea of the Bermuda Triangle is based more on myth than science, but it became famous because of reports of ships and planes going missing without a trace. The disappearance of the ship has been one of the most puzzling mysteries in the history of the Navy. Some theories suggest that there are magnetic anomalies underwater. No matter how closely scientists look at it, the Bermuda Triangle has a reputation for having strange mysteries. Over time, more and more people began to notice that other people had gone missing in our backyard sea, which added to its allure and sparked the imaginations of people who were interested in the unknown. Salt flats. The world is in Bolivia and covers more than 10,000 square km during the rainy season. This natural wonder looks like a mirror and reflects the sky so perfectly that it's hard to tell heaven from earth. However, this strange mirror effect does come with some risks. The thin layer of water looks smooth, but it hides dangers like sinkholes or cracks in the salt crust. Be careful when traveling, because its reflective surface can be confusing and make it easy to lose your bearings. The Death Valley.
And Death Valley National Park remains closed after being hit by the remnants of Tropical Storm Hilary.
Death Valley National Park are still closed, with temps rising above 130 F. Death Valley in California, USA, is the hottest place on Earth. It's a scorching expanse of extremes. Death Valley is famous for more than just its unbearable heat. Its unique landscapes, including the salt flats, the rough mountains, and the strange sailing stones. Even though the valley is beautiful, it has some serious problems. Danger. The high temperatures can make you sick from the heat, and there isn't much water. Rescue is hard because the area is far away, which shows how important it is to be ready. Going into Death Valley needs a lot of water and a strong understanding of how difficult the conditions are this spring. Death's Path. Your mind every time you watch this next video. The hiking trail on Mount Hushan is famous and is called the Trail of Death. Many tourists call it the most dangerous hiking trail in the world because of the narrow passages made of wooden planks, carved rock walls, and a rusty chain. Overcrowding in the summer is often the biggest safety risk on the worn-out wooden path. This is because Mount Hushan has been a religious site since at least 2100s BC, when a Dos temple was built at its base. Talk about dedication to religion. Valley of the Valley of Death in Russia. The Soviet Valley of Death is deep in Russia's Ural Mountains. This area is famous for tales of strange things happening there, strange disappearances, and the discovery of ancient skeletons scattered across the area add a scary layer to the valley. The skeletons are thought to be from a medieval society. The mystique, the scary part, isn't just the stories. The unexplained presence of these skeletons is what starts arguments among archaeologists and adds to the valley's scary reputation. Whether you're looking for a thrill or not, the Valley of Death is definitely a place where reality and myth meet in a creepy way. The Nyaka Crystal Cave. Nyaka in a cave in the Mexican desert,
There are crystals that are huge, so big you can actually walk across them.
which is like a paradise underground. Some of the crystals are so big that you can walk across them, and the longest one is 39 feet long. Temperatures soar to a scorching 136, and humidity hovers near 100%, making Marvel an otherworldly place to see some of the most amazing geology in the world. The dangerous conditions require specialized gear, such as cooling suits, to keep explorers from getting heat stroke and dehydration. The huge crystals, which are as fragile as glass, are also physically dangerous. Even though they are dangerous, crystals are the most organized structure in nature. They can break or hurt you. The reason for Nyaka Crystal Cave keeps attracting brave visitors because it gives them a unique look into the Earth's beautiful and dangerous Island of Snake. And Snake Island, formerly known as La Aquamat Grande, is a small, mysterious landmass off the coast of Brazil. Don't be fooled by the island's beautiful scenery. It's notorious for being dangerous. The island is home to the golden lance-head pit viper, which is one of the world's deadliest snakes. And because it doesn't have any natural predators, the number of these snakes has grown, making every possible encounter dangerous with little to no chance of treatment. Lake that boils. Secret Boiling Lake is in Dominica's lush morning Trio Piton National Park. It's not your normal hiking spot. It's a boiling pot of nature's wrath. This out-of-this-world wonder is the world's second largest hot spring, keeping its temperature at around 200 C, 392 degree. The lake's mysterious beauty comes from the fact that it changes every night from a calm pool to a boiling pot. But don't be fooled by its beauty. Getting too close can be dangerous because toxic fumes come out of hidden gas vents, and the lake's unpredictable boiling state is always a risk. We have to be careful where we step every time we walk through this area because it's nice and hot. This is where nature's drama happens, and it's a lesson that even the most beautiful landscapes need respect and care. The disaster at Chernobyl. The famous nuclear accident site of Chernobyl is a frightening reminder of how badly people can make mistakes. In 1986, a reactor at the Ukrainian Chernobyl nuclear power plant went wrong, releasing a huge amount of radioactive material into the air. The fallout was felt far and wide, leaving behind an eerie dead town. The danger comes from radiation, which changes the very fabric of life and can cause cancer, birth defects, and long-term health problems. Even now, the site can't be visited for long amounts of time because of the radiation. What happened at Chernobyl shows how careful we need to be with technology and how bad things could get if we mess up. Queen's Bathroom. While it may look beautiful, this natural bathtub carved into lava rock is one of the most dangerous. It is located along the rough coastline of Princeville on Hawaii's Kauai Island and attracts visitors with its clear waters and stunning views of the Pacific Ocean. Queen's Bath is a beautiful tidal pool where the tidal of the waves tends to shift from low to high and high to low in a matter of seconds. With such a constantly changing tide, Even the most experienced swimmers or lifeguards are at risk of drowning. Tragically, many accidents, injuries, and deaths have happened because of waves sweeping over the pool. The Lava Shelf and the Bolton Strait, which are both in Yorkshire's peaceful countryside, might look like a calm stream at first glance, but they hide something dangerous. It looks safe and tempting, but it's actually the most dangerous stretch of water in the world. This river, which at first glance seems peaceful, turns into a dangerous force. It's the most dangerous stretch of water on Earth. The narrow channel hides a deep, dangerous abyss that gave the Stry its bad reputation. If you get too close, the water can quickly pull you into its cruel depths. Local legend says that even strong swimmers can get hurt. It's a beautiful but dangerous natural wonder, and anyone who has fallen in has never really been. Island Ram. Rami Island is in the Bay of Bengal, and at first glance, looks like a peaceful paradise. But don't be fooled by its peaceful appearance. This seemingly harmless spot has a dark secret. It's home to the saltwater crocodile, which is the largest living reptile on Earth. These dangerous animals hide in the mangrove swamps around the island, making any attempt to enter its shores a dangerous one. The danger became famous during World War II, when the Battle of Ram Island happened. Japanese soldiers trying to escape had to deal with both enemy soldiers and dangerous waters full of crocodiles. Today, Ram Island stands as a warning that beauty can sometimes hide hidden dangers. The Big Blue. The Great Blue Hole is a huge underwater sinkhole that draws both divers and nature lovers. It is off the coast of Biz and is shaped like a W that is 300 meters across and goes over 120 meters down into the Caribbean Sea. This is amazing azure hue and rich marine life make it a diver's dream destination, but there is a danger lurking beneath its allure. The Great Blue Hole's depth makes it hard for even experienced divers, who need to have advanced skills and be ready for quick changes in depth. It's dangerous to go there because of the strong currents and the desire to explore its unknown depths. It has a reputation as a difficult but appealing dive place. Underwater waterfall. For people who aren't ready, waterfall below the surface. If you've ever heard of an underwater waterfall, it's not your average cascade of water. It's a mind-bending optical illusion that can be seen in places like Antarctica and Mauritius. The sand and silt on the ocean floor make it look like there's a waterfall below the water's surface. It's like nature is playing a trick on us, but hold your snorkel while you watch it. If you're thinking about diving into the underwater waterfall, don't. It's just an optical illusion. And if you try to go down, you could get into deep sea trouble because of the strong currents. Instead, enjoy this natural wonder from a safe distance and let the fish do the underwater tricks. Dangerous oasis. In the sand dunes. An oasis in the southwestern Libyan desert may not be the place where a tired traveler hopes to find comfort. The water in this oasis is very salty, and the saltiness grows as it evaporates. Has bugs that could make it dangerous if eaten, which is interesting. Birds on their way from Nigeria to Europe use this oasis as a strategic stopover. They eat the insects, which naturally clean the water. Even though the oasis doesn't provide fresh water, it is very important for the birds to stay here because the water is 5 times saltier than the sea. Travelers should not expect a cooling.